Yeah, it just reminds me of that.
Nice work! Now it's time for me to do my job and shut this baby down!
It is off. Who could have done that?
Me, of course. I needed some alone time to supercharge my mech after you got me past the Zeti. Faking my death was the perfect way. And now, my ultimate weapon is complete! Finally, with the energy collected from the extractor, I can rule the world! Pity about the damage done down there, but there's still enough left for me to conquer.
The only thing that's gonna get conquered is your face, Eggman!
Damn, look at that. And then what I'm assuming is not a surprise to many, Eggman turned on us. I mean, unless you really believed he was dead, then probably that would have been a bit of a twist. But like I was saying, that boss, man, it really brought me back to when I was young and I struggled with Sonic 2. Just getting game over at the death of Egg and just having to restart. Sure, with this game, the punishment isn't as dire because all I do is just replay the level I just failed at, but when the level is kind of annoying, and then you just have to keep replaying the level over and over, it does just kind of wear you down a little. At least with the classic games, it's like, oh, you know what? I'm done. Like, I don't want to play this anymore because I am not going to spend another 2 hours of my day just trying to get to where I just was. Here, it's like, oh, it's just one level. It's just the same level. But you keep trying and you keep trying, and when you fail, it just eats away at you. But I've gone on long enough. Let's just hurry. Let's just finish this off now. So, how many of you guys like the final boss from Sonic Colors? Because this boss is literally just a reskin of that boss. I'm not even joking, you're gonna see. Oh wow, I just died. I can't believe there's actually red wings on the boss stage too, I just noticed that. Ah. Yeah, you see, even the way you attack him is exactly the same. You see, look at that. Exactly the same. I'm not even joking. You guys see that, right? With the whole attacking different parts of the body just to get to the cockpit, doing the final hit on the cockpit, and then even just doing the extra hit for more damage. Oh, I timed that right. Nice. How many more hits? I mean, it looks like it's pretty worn down. Oh, okay. I mean, he really has the laser attack too. There we go. Damn, it even ends the same. with him getting launched, away from the mech and blowing up with his face. With his insignia. Oh my god.
You know you never needed Eggman, right? I could have turned this thing off myself.
Sorry about that, Tails. I'll never doubt you again.
It's cool. Oh, and here's something that even Eggman couldn't do. I just reprogrammed his machine to return our world's stolen energy. In your face, Eggman!
I'll be back, Sonic. I'll find another conch, and the Zeti will be mine once again. Only next time, I'll make them stronger. Honey, why isn't my jetpack working?
Maybe because I borrowed the exhaust hose?
Sonic!
Here's your energy back, world. Bon appetit!
Yeah! Hey, Amy. Looks like springtime's come early.
Thanks to you and Tails.
Well, I would have wrapped this up sooner, but, what are you gonna do? You know, after a day like today, I can enjoy a nap on some fresh green grass.
And with that, that marks the end of Sonic Lost World. So, oh boy, do I have a lot to say about this game. I will say, as a first time, because like I said, this is the first time I've ever played this game. So, I will say, oh my god, I think I really damaged my throat with all that yelling. I better not wake up with a sore throat tomorrow. Anyways, yeah, I mean, look, I already said it before. When this game first came out, I just didn't like it. I just didn't like the way it looked, the fact that it was a Wii U exclusive, and I just heard a lot of people didn't like this game. Now, like, over time, I have heard some people say that this game's not that bad. I thought those people were crazy, but here I am, and honestly, look, I won't say it's a bad game. It could be worse. I mean, I honestly think I might rather play this than Sonic 06, because at least this game isn't buggy like Sonic 06. Now, the thing that did surprise me about this game is just how difficult it could be at times. I'm just surprised that I actually started raging at a Sonic game. I mean, Sonic games aren't known for being particularly difficult. And I mean, yeah, when I was younger, I did have difficulty with like games like Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and like the classic Genesis games, but more than anything, that was just because I was young and my video game skills just weren't all that developed at the time. But what drives me even crazy, or like what I find even crazier, is the fact that this game was made it was marketed to appeal to a more younger crowd. And yet, I don't know, some of the levels in this game, the difficulty spike is just real. I mean, Sky Road Act 4, and then supposedly Lava Mountain Zone 2 was supposed to be like the hardest level, and I didn't really find out that hard. I mean, yeah, I died a couple of times, but I didn't die as much as I thought I was going to die. I was expecting to get like 3 game over from that zone itself, but I think I only lost like 3 or 4 lives in that zone. And then you saw I was struggling a lot with Lava Mountain Zone 3. More specifically the Zavok battle. Only because, man, like, first of all, I didn't know that I had to stomp those things on him. And then when I got to the top and I saw, oh...
Here he is.
Took you long enough. Get me out of here.
Boss, your face is...
Yes, your face. It is good to see your face.
Boss, your face...
It is a little dirty. Let me wipe that for you.
You're being weird. Let's get out of here before my day gets any worse.
Why can't we tell him about his mustache?
I think it's better to wait until he separates our heads. Then you can tell him and get all the glory.
Great, thanks!
What's wrong with my mustache?
Oh great, more bonus levels. I'll give him a try, I guess. While I finish my thoughts about this game. I mean... Look, for sure... I mean... Yeah, I think I would rather play this than Sonic 06 because at least with Sonic 06, I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing here. At least with Sonic 06, or I should say not at least, unlike Sonic 06, this game isn't full of like bugs. I don't know what the hell. At least this game is actually complete, you know? This is more than what I can say for Sonic 06. But this game... I don't know, I'll be honest, at least, so like, would I rather play this game than Shadow the Hedgehog? I don't know. I honestly think despite all the issues Shadow the Hedgehog has, I think I low-key would rather play that one than this one. Yeah, this game, I don't know, it just... Look, believe me, when I said I was gonna play this game, I really tried to go with a very open mind. I was telling myself, you know what, look, I know I don't like the game. I've heard people say that this game has its issues, but I try to play this with an unbiased mind. And look, I don't think this is the worst Sonic game ever. I wouldn't even say it's bad per se. Yeah, it has its bad moments, and there are some stuff that I don't like about it. Like, I'm just looking at this level right now. I didn't like the stupid fruit gimmick. Oh, and then with this level, I definitely didn't like the stupid snowball gimmick. But that's about it. Like, those gimmicks, didn't really like them. The charge homing attack, I think, is... The way they executed it was poorly. They could have just made it where like you just hold down the attack button to charge up the homing attack and then you could do it, because sometimes it's iffy. It doesn't charge up right when you need it to. But other than that, I mean, the levels are alright. I know they're a lot like I know they play like they're designed very similarly to Mario Super Mario Galaxy levels. I already voiced my opinions on that. I really feel like they should have done their own thing instead of just trying to copy Mario. And then with the Zavok boss too, like the fact that they really copied the final boss from New Super Mario Bros. Wii U. Cause I'm telling you, I think it's that one where you fight Bowser and like in the same fashion where you're just climbing up the tower and you have to like drop stuff on him to damage him. And like he just gets all big and he shoots fireballs at you just like Zavok. And yeah, like it's just a shameless copy, and I don't know. Like I said, the thing I've always liked about Sonic is that despite being Mario's rival, let's play this Zelda level, by the way. Yeah, I got the DLC for this level. It's pretty cool. Look at Sonic dressed up as Link. So this DLC is a Wii U exclusive, but I was able to download a mod that lets me play it. If you guys want it, I'll link it in the... I'll link the mod in the... Yeah, I'll link the mod in the description below so you guys can download it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know they did this to promote... I forgot what Legend of Zelda game, but I know it's not Breath of the Wild. It was one that came out on the 3DS. Anyways, I mean, yeah, I guess at the end of the day, the gameplay is not bad aside from a few levels that are just have really annoying gimmicks and some levels just having insane difficulty spikes. So, yeah, I mean, I definitely would play this game again. In fact, I am thinking about like replaying this game a little more, maybe learn the control, like master the controls and maybe try to go for S ranks or whatever. How do I get more health? Story? Now, music is always good, you know, of course that's to be expected. Sonic music is always good. Story, man, I fucking hate the story for this game. It's just, the writing is so bad, the jokes are so corny. I really hate Tails in this game. Tails is like just a straight up bitch in this game. Just going on about like, you don't trust me, Sonic, because you don't trust me, and like thinking that he's better than Eggman, which I also don't like how they really, this game really made Eggman like a bumbling idiot. This is not the Eggman that we knew and loved from Sonic Adventure 2 and Adventure 1 and 06, where he was actually a threat and he had really great plans and he was just a straight up menace. In this game, he's just a joke, and I don't know, I just don't like how, what bothers me the most is that that's the thing about Eggman. They're always going on about how when Sonic Team describes Eggman, they're always going on about how he has an IQ of 300. Yet, why is it that Tails is able to like do a better job at you know, making his machines? Like the fact that he was able to repair Cubot's voice modulator, and even Tails proceeds to make fun of Eggman, saying that, oh yeah, this thing looks like it was made from a kindergartner made it or something. Which I don't know, I don't like. And then that's another thing right now too. That last cutscene when he was like, you know, you never needed Eggman to shut this down, right? Like, I'm not sure about that, buddy. You never even saw that machine. If I were in Sonic's shoes, I would have been like, I'm not so sure, man. It is Eggman's machine. I don't know if you're familiar with it. And then he also goes on to say like, oh, here's something Eggman couldn't even do, which was restore the life energy to the planet. And it's like, my guy, I'm pretty sure Eggman didn't want to do that. Like, you're out here acting like, oh yeah, look, I was able to restore the energy back to the planet when Eggman couldn't. And I just think, nah, bro, I don't think it's that he couldn't. It's just that he didn't want to. Like, he took the energy from the planet in the first place. Why would he want to design it to... Yeah, why would he want to design it to return the energy back? That just makes no sense. And then the whole robot thing too. Like, I don't know why they bothered adding the whole robot thing, like Tails turning into a robot thing into the plot, when it really goes nowhere. Like, you really think for a moment, oh wow, they're gonna turn him into a robot and he's gonna have to fight Sonic, and you know, Sonic and Tails are gonna have like, yeah, you know, they're gonna have like a heart-to-heart battle because two best friends are now forced to fight each other. Which I think is crazy that they've done that twice already, and they ended up chickening out at the last minute, because they also did the same thing with Colors when Eggman took over or was mind controlling Tails, and he was like, oh yeah, now I'll force you to the fight, and then it doesn't happen because Eggman runs out of his energy before he can get him to do it. So it's like twice. They've done that twice. They had the opportunity to do... They've had the opportunity to have like a boss fight between... Yeah, they had an opportunity to have like a boss fight with Tails in these games like twice. And like they even set it up too. And they just don't... It just doesn't pay off because they don't like follow through with it. So, ah man, and then the jokes, oh god, the jokes in this game. The fact that Sonic really says, wow, that was cool, pun entirely intended. Like no one says that. And if you did intend to make a pun, no one ever says, yeah, pun intended. What they do is that they put emphasis on the pun to like let everyone know, oh yeah, this is supposed to be a pun joke. But no, not Sonic. Oh damn it, not Sonic in this game. He thinks he's cool by saying that, and not really. Like, you would think the voice acting would be a little better, where Roger Craig Smith could have just, like I said, he could have put more emphasis on cool to make it known that, yeah, he meant to say that as a pun instead of just straight up saying it. Man. Am I done ranting? Oh, I'm not even done. We can't forget about the Deadly Six. They're called the Deadly Six, and I can't take them serious as a villain. Like, it's already bad enough that Eggman in this game was basically nerfed and made into like an idiot, but the Deadly Six, oh my god, they're just, first of all, the designs they have just look ridiculous, like a little too cartoony for my taste. That's just me. If you guys like the Deadly Six design, more power to you. And I get that's what this game is going for, but I don't know. I just don't really like their designs. It's just too cartoony, kid friendly for me. Especially if they're called the Deadly Six. And throughout this game, they just really try to hype them up as like this very evil antagonists, and that like they're such a serious threat, but I don't know. And then what's worse too is their personalities, their whole characters just are basically summed up to one character trait. You know, Zavok is the aggressive leader. Zaz is a the unhinged crazy guy. And I don't know the names of the other guys, but then there's that orange one, and he's just the fat dude. The girl, she's just very vain. The depressed dude is just depressed. And then the old guy is just old and wise. Like such typical it's just such typical yeah, just such typical stereotypes. And the fact that that's their whole personality, just the one emotion that they're supposed to represent or whatever. Like really, guys, that's really the best villains you can make here. Like you've had great villains in the series, like Metal Sonic, Mephiles, hell, even Black Doom, Dr. Eggman when he was actually like threatening. And this is what you guys come up with, like the Deadly Six? I don't know, look, maybe I'm hating on the game a bit too much. It does have its issues, and honestly, yeah, I gotta say of all the games that I've played so far in this marathon, this game got me the most frustrated. It had me raging. There were times that, like, I felt like there was a lot of times in this game that I just died to bullshit. So, I mean, like, this game, like I said, not the worst Sonic game, but I don't know if I would even say it's good. There's just a lot working against this game. The story, some of the levels and the difficulty curves, the art style and the design, the fact that it was on the Wii U. I mean, now you can play it on PC, but still, and just I said gameplay already, right? The level design. Just the fact, or the sheer lack of imagination with this game, just trying to copy Mario to appeal to the Nintendo crowd. That's another thing too. Why are wisps in this game? I never understood why there were wisps in this game. I think the only reason they were here is just because they were popular in Sonic Colors, so they decided to bring them back. But lore-wise, they don't even explain why they're here. We saw at the end of Sonic Colors that they disappeared with their own planet. So why are they back here again? Why? And especially in this lost world of all places. Like, that just makes no sense to me whatsoever. I'm gonna play this Yoshi thing real quick. Yoshi's Island Zone. I mean, yeah, I don't know why the wisps are in this game. And that's the thing, I like the wisps, but to be fair, in this game, it seemed like you could go without using the wisp. And the fact that, perfect example, the fact that the hover wisp is in this game, and it appears in the final, or like in the penultimate, no, does it? Yeah, it appeared in the penultimate level of this game. Like, really? At that point, you guys were just better off not even including the hover wisp. I love the hover wisp, but you only use it for one level, and then at the very end, too, of all levels. So yeah, the wisps, I don't know why they're here. I mean, I think they're only here just because they were popular in colors, so they decided to bring them back. What else? Oh, and then the final boss too. You know I said in Generations that Sonic Team knew how good the Egg Dragoon was, that they decided to bring it back and rework the boss to fit like modern Sonic, since in Unleashed you fight him as a Warhog, and the Warthog is exclusive to that game. But this game, see, I guess Sonic Team also saw that they made a good boss with the Nega Wisp Armor, because they decided to just use the exact same boss for this game and use it as the final boss. Like the fact that you have the endless runway, and the boss has the same attacks with the laser. I mean, the guns are different, I'll give it that, and the crushing, but yeah, dude, it uses a laser. And the way you attack it is exactly the same. You know, you attack body parts to get to the cockpit. And then, since there's no boost in this game, they just let you do a charged homing attack to do an extra hard-hitting attack. To deal, like, good damage to the thing. And then, yeah, like I said, the fact that it even ends the same, with the same exact animation of Eggman getting shot out of his mech into the distance, blowing up with his insignia just being left behind after the explosion. Oh man, I don't know. Would I recommend this game? I mean, I guess it's a decent Sonic game. Although I guess, like, it's good to play if you're willing to ignore the story, if you're willing to deal with some of the frustrating levels. But I don't know. I think this might be a game that, for sure, like I said, I might play it a little more after this. But I think after I had enough of it, I think I'll just uninstall it and probably not touch it for years. I don't know, I really wanted to like this game, believe me, I really did. I really wanted to give it the benefit of the doubt, but there's just so much working against this game in my opinion. And I don't know, like, there's games that aren't fun, but there's games that are frustrating, and I don't know, like, I know with frustrating games, when you beat them, it's like, oh, you get a sense of accomplishment, but I don't know, for Sonic games, I don't expect that. I do not expect Sonic games to be difficult. You just don't, and especially a game that's supposed to appeal to younger kids of all people. Like, what? You want to make a Sonic game that appeals to the younger audience, yet you make it really hard? Man, if I struggled with like the Genesis games when I was 8, I wonder how I would have felt playing this game at that age. I think I would have just like thrown my controller into the TV and my parents would have gotten mad and whatnot, and yeah, I don't know. I probably would have raged even harder if I were young. If I played this when I was younger, because this game, I don't know, it's just, the difficulty in this game is just something else. But I'm glad I'm done with this game, you know. Like I said, I guess if you want to try something different, it's a good game, because I guess it's good because it's different compared to other Sonic games. And if you like Mario Galaxy, you'll probably like this one. But other than that, I don't know. I can't really see any reason to really play this game. Or even if you play it, like maybe just to play it because you're like, you know what? I want to play this game. I want to be able to say that I played and beat this game. But then after you beat it, like that's it. Like you really have no reason or incentive to come back to this game if you ask me. But anyways, I think I've drawn on long enough. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing me like scream my lungs, scream at the top of my lungs and just rage. And probably tomorrow I'm gonna wake up with a sore throat. I'm gonna lose my voice, but hey, if it was entertaining for you guys, I'm glad. And thankfully, with this game done, we are so close. We are actually much closer to finishing the marathon. So, if you guys really liked the nostalgia bait with this game, if you like the throwback to all the classic art and designs of this game, then you guys are really gonna love the next one, trust me. The next one is a favorite of mine, and believe it or not, it's considered one of the best Sonic games. So thank you guys for watching as always, and I'm looking forward to the next one. Until then.